he asked if we could be exclusive. We had been hanging out for 2 hours. Long time no see, unless you follow me on Instagram, which you totally should, and I post there all the time. You probably see my face every single day, but we are back. We are vlogging. We are here. I've got some new hair on today. I need to go out and buy some developer for bleach so I can bleach the knots. So I'll link it down below, and if I have a coupon code or anything, I'll add that too. But it's just their normal lace. So they do also have the Ultra, but they were saying because of everything going on right now with the shipping and everything, they're only sending those out to actual customers, not people like me that get it for free. But this is like perfect. It's 20 inches. I'm 5'9", but I have a pretty short torso. But yeah, so far, so good. We'll see how bleaching the knots goes. So it's raining today, sadly. I think it's supposed to stop soon, but here's my outfit of the day. This top is from Shein. These jeans are Levi. I got these from Macy's for $14. I think they might still be having their sale, I'm not sure, but I did get them in store. This new belt is from Forever 21. I think it was like $14. And then this necklace is from a crystal shop. I recently just got super into crystals. If you guys saw me using it earlier, I was using green aventurine, I think it's called. This is quartz, smoky quartz, pink calcite, sodalite, tiger's eye red, amethyst, labradorite, I think. I'm not sure. And then I got some white sage, serpentine. If you guys care about that stuff, let me know. Otherwise, I'm not gonna ramble on about it. You guys know I'm not religious. I think I might have mentioned that in like my last vlog or something, but I am actually very spiritual. I think religion's cool. It's just not something that I have ever connected with per se. So I think to each their own. I think everyone has a little sense of spirituality. I know a lot of people that are religious are also very spiritual. So if you're super into meditation, you want to take it to the next level, I recommend crystals. I feel like you can't even like see me right now. So I went ahead and picked up the developer. This was the only one that they had, so I just got that one. And then I also picked up some styling foam because I feel like I need to be a real black person and get some products that everyone's using because I feel left out. So I went ahead and I finally got that. I was never able to find any on Amazon, and I was like, I don't really know exactly what I'm looking for, because I feel like whenever I see people styling their wigs, they don't actually say what brand they're using or show the foam, because it's like everybody knows. I'm just out of the loop. So I went and I picked that up. So this is by BB. This was $4, and then the developer was also $4, which is really cheap. It's kind of like, it's like that annoying mist where it's not enough for me to put my windshield wipers on, but it's also like if I don't put them on, I can't see. So I wanted to vlog and tell you guys a little story, but now I'm like, it's just gonna be really loud. So I met this guy and he seems pretty nice. I just want you to know this all happened in the span of a day. So this is not like we were talking for weeks or anything like that. I literally matched with him 5 hours before I went out with him. And so he invited me to this hookah bar, not off to a great start. I think that if you're gonna go on a date, you should just go get food. I think people are really cheap and they don't want to buy people dinner, which is why they usually do drinks. But definitely don't take me to a hookah bar because it's loud. And essentially it was just like he was already going, and then we made plans because it was so last minute. He invited me and told me to meet him there. So we went to Encore downtown. Probably wouldn't go to that one again, to be honest. I've never been to a hookah bar. I've never even like done hookah before. It was fine, you know, I was like, it's whatever. Parking downtown is really, really annoying, but we made it happen. So I'll just briefly summarize the part of the date that was fine. So the hookah bar was actually fine. It was just like him and his friends and some random other people at this table. We weren't able to talk at all because it's a hookah bar, but he did apologize for that, and he was saying that we would do something after, so I was like, okay, it's whatever. Tried hookah for the first time. It's chill, I suppose. I believe it's just tobacco that gives you that head rush high. I don't really know how much I like it though. It kind of makes me feel a little bit nauseous. I've smoked a cigarette like once and I was like, this is horrible. So I'm not a huge fan of a nicotine high, so I wasn't really doing it that much. And even though they gave us the removable pieces, it's just still like virus. So I was like, I don't really, yeah, no. So that was like, okay. We were basically texting to talk because it was just way too loud. But he was super sweet. He was like, I like your vibe, blah, 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 blah. You know what men always say. Typical. And so then after that, I told him that he could just park his car at my apartment because my apartment complex is massive and we have tons of gas parking. So I was like, park your car there and I can drive us wherever we're going, because he was going to be drinking and I wasn't. So I was like, there's no reason for you to be driving. And I felt fine with him parking at my complex because, like I said, it's huge, and parking in the parking lot, it's like you have no idea where I live. Hi, I'm editing. Also, he already knew someone who has lived at this complex. Literally every single person I think I've ever met has known someone who's lived at this complex. So I was like, okay, he already knows it exists. It's fine. It's cool. In the future, I would probably just have someone park on the street, but he had a really, really nice car, and I was like, I don't want someone to steal it, and I don't want you to be drinking and driving, so this is what we're doing. He parked his car, that was all good. This is where it started getting weird. So his brother had just gotten married, and so they were doing like all of their after marriage festivities, and so he brought me to kind of like the stuff that they were doing, which was fine. I didn't really think anything of essentially meeting his family. Now I guess that is a little bit weird, but it was fine. He wasn't being weird or anything like that. And then once he started drinking, he just started getting like weirdly possessive, and he was like asking about being exclusive and everything, and I was like, oh, I usually wait like a couple dates, but I was like, I'm not talking to anybody else. Like, I basically just became like emotionally single, kind of like being able to hopefully connect with another person and not feel weird. So I was like, I haven't been talking to anyone, so I'm like open to whatever, you know? And so I'm not even joking, he probably asked me about that like 10 times. And at this point, the first time that he had asked if we could be exclusive, not what do you think of exclusivity, he asked if we could be exclusive. We had been hanging out for 2 hours. So I'd known him for what, like 6 hours, like known of him, like matched 6 hours ago. And so I was like, this is kind of weird, but whatever. He was just complimenting me a lot, and he was like, we should lay up after this, and I was like, I have no idea what that means. I'm not hip at all. And he was just asking to cuddle basically, and I was like, I mean, possibly, but I'm not gonna have sex with you. Like, I'm not going to. I don't want to. That's not of interest to me. I like to make that clear. Obviously that's not like the case with everyone, but I'm like, I'm not letting you come to my apartment. I don't know you. And so I told him, I was like, you know, I think it's best if we just wait. Like, we can keep talking, it's totally fine, but like, I don't know you, so I don't feel comfortable with you coming to my apartment. He was like, what do you mean you don't know me? Like, yes you do, like, you're meeting my family right now, of course you know me. And I was like, I mean, yes, I know you, but we just matched on Tinder like 6 hours ago. We literally have just been hanging out for like 2.5 hours, so I just don't feel comfortable. And so you guys are probably like, this man is crazy, why did she not just leave already? I'm used to guys like getting attached to me really, really quickly. I think I am a nice person. I think I have a pretty bomb personality, so I'm never really surprised when people want to hang out with me. I don't know, just like self-esteem. I feel like everyone should feel that way about themselves, but it is weird when people get upset and like super possessive of me right away. I think that is a yellow flag. I wouldn't say it's a red flag, because you know, sometimes you meet people and you just vibe and you connect, and I know people really struggle with dating in Atlanta, so you know, people panic when they meet someone that they like and they're like, oh my god, I have to lock this down. That's exactly what Tony was trying to do. So I wasn't really that surprised, because I was like, I think this is just, you know, how people act because they're just not used to connecting with people. I have no idea. So I thought it was weird, but I didn't think too much of it. And then like, as the night kept going, we went to the W in Midtown, and then, because some of his family was staying there, so we were just hanging out at the bar. And then after that, we went to, I can't remember what it was called, but it was literally just like another bar down the street. It was actually super chill. Oh, it was this establishment. Highly recommend, very nice. They have like a cute little outdoor area. And so we were there for a little bit. He was still drinking. He wasn't like hammered or anything though, so it was kind of like, you know, sometimes you're like, oh, maybe it's because they're drinking that they're acting a little bit weird, but it wasn't even like that. It was just like, I could tell this was actually him, and he kept telling me, he was like, it's not because I'm drunk, like, this is actually me. He was like, I don't understand why you don't feel the same, and that you don't want to be exclusive because I really like you, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know, I'm just personally not there right now. You know, like, I'm just getting to know you. It takes some time for me to connect with people. Like, it's not you. That's just not how my brain works. And he just kept saying he just didn't understand. And he was like increasingly getting frustrated. And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. But we were still with people, so it wasn't like too weird, because I could only feel so uncomfortable. Like, I didn't feel in danger or anything like that. But then when he went and he was hanging out with his brothers a little bit, I was talking to some of the girls at the table. And so I was talking to I'm not even gonna name names in case he like sees this video, but I was talking to people that knew him well, and one of the girls was asking me, she was like, what do you think about him? And I was like, oh, he's like super nice, but he's like kind of intense, and he's obsessed with me. And I was like, and I don't mean that in like a, oh my god, like men are just so obsessed with me type of way. It was like, no, like he was like, and so they asked me, they were like, what do you mean by that? And I was like, he's just like super possessive. And they were like, oh, like how long have you known him? And I was like, I met him today. And they were like, oh, like you were talking before. And I was like, no, like we matched on Tinder 6 hours ago. And they were like, that's kind of weird. And they were like asking me what he said he did as a job, and I told them, and then they were like telling me, they were like, no, that's not really what he does. He does this, blah, 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 blah. So then I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. Because like, why are you lying about what you do as a job? It's really not that big of a deal. They were like, that's really weird that he's like getting upset with you and asking to be exclusive and all of that so quickly when you just met. And so I kept that in the back of my mind as we were moving on to doing the next thing. So we were going somewhere in Buckhead, I think called the Hive or something, or the Hyde. I'm not entirely sure, I don't really remember. I didn't go. So I dropped him off because in the car he was being so weird. He started trying to like touch me and everything, and I just felt super uncomfortable. This is why I drive. And so then he started talking about like sexual stuff and being intimate, and he was just really trying to come over to my apartment. I was like, I really just don't feel comfortable with that. Like, it's just kind of weird. And then he was asking me about my ex, and then he started bad mouthing white people because the last person that I was seeing was white, and I date everyone. Like, I have no issues with branching out, and I'm lucky enough that most people like me, so I've never really had an issue with it. But he said something like, oh, like, yeah, I don't like white people, I really like to like make white people uncomfortable. He was like bad mouthing him and everything. I was like, okay, I'm not cool with people being mean to people that I care about, even if I'm not with them. Like, it's just, I just don't think you should do that, and I think that says a lot about your character. So that was kind of making me uncomfortable. At this point, I was just kind of like over it. I was like, this guy's just very odd. And he was like, well, why can't you just take a chance? Why can't you just be exclusive with me? Like, let go of this other guy. Like, it's whatever, just jump in, you don't need to think about it. Sorry, my camera stopped, but it literally felt like I was being recruited into like a pyramid scheme. Like, the way that he was talking about it, it was so weird. But I just kept like what those girls said to me in my head, and I was like, this felt weird before, but I was trying not to overthink it. But when you have people that have absolutely no, like, they get nothing out of telling you that, that's kind of how you know you should probably consider what they're saying when making some decisions. And so I was like, I just felt really uncomfortable in the car, and so I just dropped him off at the place, and I was just like, you know, your car's at my apartment, it'll be fine until like, I did like 24 hours that he could park there, so it was gonna be fine until like 10 p.m. the next night. So I was like, you can just, you know, Uber there, whatever it may be, and go and get it. And he was like, why? Like, I'm confused. And I was like, it's just a little intense for me, you know? I was like, there's nothing wrong with you per se. I just think that we're different people, and it was just a little bit much. And so then kind of left it as that. So it was weird. And I was getting like abusive tendencies from him. The whole thing was just not a thing. So this is my last week of the challenge. I'm super pumped about. So I was just posting in our Facebook group. I've actually used Slack a lot more this time since people are paying a little bit more. They get a little bit more, but I did do a live workout for everyone, and that was super fun. You guys know I rambled. Literally, it was an hour and 17 minutes, and the workout was probably like 30 minutes long. But it was super fun to talk to everyone. And then over in Slack, we've been sharing meals. This is where I update everyone. And yeah, but everyone's having a great time. People have been losing weight, gaining weight if that was their goal, and it's just been incredible. So I'm super excited for the next one, but it's been really nice doing Slack because I can actually work with people one-on-one and do check-ins and everything, and I really, really like it. So I'm probably going to put some makeup on because why not? But my skin's looking good besides this, which you guys have probably seen me picking. I switched birth control because it was really messing with my hormones, but the biggest thing that was messing with my hormones was me eating gluten when I wasn't supposed to be. So if you are having hormonal imbalances, it might not be because of your medicine. It literally could just be because of your gut. So gluten, if you can't handle it, essentially messes up your entire gut because it's stopping or allowing, I can't remember what it was, but it like allows the body to like take in everything it's not supposed to have, and you just aren't good at like removing toxins and stuff like that. I don't know, wheat is literally the devil. So I'm finishing up my check-ins here. They take a long time because I do have a lot of clients, but I don't really want to complain because I'm grateful to have so many people that want to work with me. So it is a bit time consuming, but I think it's the most fun part of doing online training because it's like, this is the way that I communicate. So I always do voice memos because it's more personal and people say that they like that. So I just got ready for the gym. I feel like I look weird and I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it is This headband, I don't know. Do you ever just look at yourself and you're like, I just look so odd? I think it's gotta be the hair because nothing else has changed. Maybe it's my eyebrows. I don't know. This pimple is literally dragging me absolutely insane. But this is a new top I got from Forever 21. If you're looking for seamless clothes, don't go to Urban Outfitters. Literally, Forever 21 seamless stuff is incredible. I just got this. I think it was like $12. I got it on the way out. And then these are the Lululemon Original Wonder Unders. This was like my second pair of leggings I ever got from them. I guess like 4 years ago. So they're still holding up. I got new shoes. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I show everything on there first. But since I first started working out, I always wanted this pair of Adidas, but I could just never bring myself to buy them because they're $180, and you know they spent like $12 to make this pair of shoes. Like, you know it didn't cost them that much money. So I just refused. And now 4 years later, I've finally given in. I got these beautiful Ultra Boost. They are the prettiest shoe I have ever seen, and I am obsessed with them. I love them dearly, and because I'm super extra, I am never letting these touch the outdoors. So I just bring them in my gym bag and I change into them because I just don't want to ruin them. So if you guys have seen my white NMDs, they're filthy. I've washed them a couple times, but you can only wash them so many times. So if you guys know of any sneaker protection I could put on these anyways, let me know. But they're never gonna touch grass. So they're gonna look like this basically forever. But this is like the comfiest sneaker I've ever had, and the foot is flat enough that I can still lift in them. So the biggest tip for lifting is don't lift in running shoes. So these aren't quite running shoes, they're kind of like the in-between Adidas shoe. So they work well for basically everything. I would never ever squat in these because they do have a bit of a heel, unless you squat in heeled shoes anyways. But they don't have like that crazy like ridge or anything, so you're actually pretty stable and you're pretty flat to the ground. It's more of just like a natural arch that the shoe has. So now that I've plugged Adidas for absolutely no reason, I'll link these down below if you are interested in them. They always have the crazy colors on sale, and you can get them for almost like $100 off sometimes, so definitely check them out. But the whites, the blacks, the grays are always $180. In all the years since I found this shoe, this white has never been on sale. So check them out. I think Adidas is having a sale right now, so maybe you could cop something. I just finished my workout, which I didn't film, but I did. Biceps, triceps. So it is now Tuesday, it's 11:30. I've been working for the past like 3 hours or so, checking with clients on my challenge Slack, and then also planning out the next challenge. So the next one is going to be the end of September, I think, is what I'm going for. Meal plans, 5 days of workouts, 4 weeks, options to work with me one-on-one. It's gonna be a grand old time. So if you are interested in that, definitely follow me on Instagram, because that's kind of where I talk about it the most, and check out my challenge highlight that I have on my page, because I have shown like when we do check-ins, client wins, pictures, transformation pictures and stuff will be posted there. But yeah, that's literally all I've been doing. Nothing super exciting to watch me do. I wanted to go to the grocery store yesterday after the gym, but it started raining, and I hate grocery shopping when it's raining outside, and I wasn't dressed to be getting wet. So I was like, okay, I'll just go tomorrow. Of course, it's raining today as well. So this week I'm gonna do my garlic honey fish, but I'm gonna do fried rice. If you're in the challenge, you know the recipe. very well. Sandwiches, I do a sweet potato and russet potato like mixed bowl. I think I'm gonna do tofu this week with that. Smoothie bowls, and then my main thing this week is gonna be shrimp fajitas. So those are the things I'm gonna be eating. We are trying to gain weight. I have gained almost 5 pounds this month, which is incredible because I lost about 12 pounds in a month and a half from just being on vacation and being kind of out of the gym, and I was slowly losing weight during time without, you know, gym equipment. It wasn't a good time. So now I'm tiny and I'm trying to bring it back. So we're going full force with the calories, and I'll show you guys some of my meals as we go through this week. Okay, so I always forget that this Kroger has a parking lot. I usually go to the one by that Target, but I don't need to go to Target today. So, okay, what are you doing though? So I was like, I will just come here, and then I remember there's a parking lot, so I don't actually have to get wet literally ever. But that's only if I can find a parking spot, because it's lunchtime and everyone and their mother is at the grocery store. Looking for dishwashing stuff. I'm like, I don't know what any of this means, but I needed some dish soap, so I got this one, and then I need to actually clean my dishwasher, so I got that, but it seems expensive. Welcome to my microwave. I'll do a quick grocery haul because I didn't get that much stuff. I got 2 of the almond milks. I got 1 unsweetened vanilla, and I got 1 just original, which I'll use when I don't want like a vanilla flavor to it. And then I went ahead and I picked up 2 of the Alani News. So we got the mimosa, which should be interesting. Not had alcohol in almost 5 months, so excited to try that one out. And then we have the Tropsicle. So this is the brand by Katie Hearn. She was like one of the first fitness people that I ever followed, I think like ever, on like Instagram and YouTube. And it's funny because I don't follow her anymore, but that's because she just posts like a lot of baby content and I just don't relate to that. But she always seemed very sweet and genuine, and everyone raves about her products, so I thought I'd pick those up because I saw them in Kroger, which is a huge flex. And then I got a lighter because I've been using just like the baby lighters and they run out so quickly. I got some Vaseline because, like I said, we are just dry as the desert over here. Yikes. And then the stuff that I ended up getting was a machine cleaner because my dishwasher is filthy and I need to clean it. I got this dish soap. I haven't tried this brand, but I had someone who used this brand all the time and was like obsessed with it, so I was like, I guess I'll try it. And then I also picked up the dishwashing detergent, so I didn't know what to get, and they had like the pods, but if you guys see the way that my dishwasher is set up, I don't think that the pods are going to work because it's just like this little tiny thing and it literally says Cascade on it. So I was like, let me just get this one and it should be fine. It is 3:30 now. Just about to sit down and have my pre-workout snack. So the amount of calories that I take in before I go to the gym honestly depends on what I'm training that day. So whenever I bench, I have to eat a ton before I lift. Whenever I'm doing lower body, I have to eat a ton before I lift. But when I deadlift, it's actually better if I don't eat as much, especially if I'm using my belt, because too much bloating can just cause issues. And I don't like to feel super full before the gym anyways. I try and get most of my calories in earlier and then just eat something that will digest quickly and go straight into my workout. So we're gonna do my Silk almond milk vanilla yogurt. This has 11 fat, 19 carb, 5 protein. If you need less fat, go for soy because almonds are nuts. And then for even more calories, we're gonna try out the peanut butter clusters granola. And this has 260 calories per 2/3 cup, 8 fat, 37 carb, 10 protein. So we got a good amount of calories that we're about to get in here. Math. 450, like 450 calories. Is that right? Why does that not seem right? No, that's right. What am I in, like 3rd grade? So we're gonna have that. And I'm wearing my outfit that I'm gonna wear for an Instagram post. You guys are about to see how extra it actually is filming this stuff for Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely do. But you'll see I've been kind of starting a new informative video series. So this is the form check series that I do in my apartment gym. So we're gonna head over there after I eat and film that, but it's just like a yes versus no type of deal, and you guys really liked it. So we're gonna film another one, but I might be filming at the gym as well for Instagram, and if I do, I have to wear something different. So this is my Instagram Romanian deadlift form check fit. This top is from Lululemon. This is my favorite top from them. This is actually the only top that I own from them, I'm pretty sure. This was gifted to me when I worked with them. And then these are some workout shorts I got ages ago from Victoria's Secret Sport. Remember when that was a thing? Yeah, that was a long time ago. And I rarely ever wear them, so I was like, I might as well wear those. OOTD 2. This sports bra is from Strongish. It's got like the cute little back. It's like impossible to get on, but ooh, Jesus. And then these leggings are from Marshalls. See how much smaller my butt is? It's not that much smaller. It's probably like 2 inches smaller, but it's really hurting me. So now we're going to go to the car. It's now 4:10. That took about 15 minutes. It always takes longer than I think it's going to, but I'm not gonna film my workout on my gym, but we are going to try out this beautiful looking energy drink here. Ooh. I'm like trying to remember what mimosas taste like. Definitely tastes orange. I guess it can't taste like a mimosa. It can't taste like a mimosa because there's no champagne in it, but it's really good. 10 out of 10. Would recommend that one. A lot has happened since I last saw you guys. It is now Friday. So I just did my hair, no makeup on yet. I did bleach the knots of this, and I actually really like it. They're a tiny bit over bleached in some spots, but if I notice it's a bit too much, then I might just do the watercolor method so I can get the roots to be less light, kind of. But we are going to Piedmont. So I went yesterday, and that was fine. We'll talk about yesterday and the day before. It was a mess. But I think this outfit's pretty cute. So this top is from Forever 21, sports bra, I'm not entirely sure. Same necklace as always. These leggings are Under Armour. I got these from Marshalls a while ago. Just wearing some Nikes. I don't remember which ones these are. Let's see, I can't read that. Free Run, I think. Not entirely sure of the year. It's got this little bag here. And as you can see, we have a new camera. So the screen's on this side. So I'm gonna ask you to be patient with me as I get used to vlogging on this bad boy, because I wanna look at the screen, and I usually have the screen up here, which is a little less obvious. So, quick, we'll just pop you in the microwave. Quick little chat about why I'm using a different camera. Yesterday, when I was attempting to vlog, my Canon just stopped working. Like, the lens just doesn't work anymore. Well, okay, so I can't tell if it's the lens or if it's the screen. I think it might be a little bit of both. I've dropped that camera so many times, and so I could kind of tell the lens was going anyways, but now the screen is just black. So I'm like, and it's so far out of warranty. Like, I've had the camera probably for 4 years, but I bought a lens cap for it that'll come in next week so I can have more of a wide lens. This is a 14 to 42, whereas the Canon started at 8, so it was super wide. I want it to be wider. This camera's really big, which is super annoying, but I don't really feel like buying another camera right now, and I would want to do some research on it because I haven't bought a camera in a minute. So yeah, I'm bringing this bag so I can put my camera in it so I don't have to leave it in my car. But I was just having a time. I was having a mental breakdown on Wednesday. I went to pick up my bag. That went well, so we'll unbox that later. I'm just gonna take it out of the dust bag because I've already unboxed it so you guys can see it. I'm in love. I just did the curbside pickup, so they just brought it to me, which was really nice. And then after that, I just wasn't feeling good, and then I got into a massive fight with my ex, and then I was recovering from that all day yesterday. He just said some really, really mean stuff, like finally crossed the line. He would always say mean stuff every single time he'd get upset, and he'd always say, well, people say things they don't mean when they get upset, but when you say the same stuff over and over again, I think you might mean it. So I wouldn't say I'm completely over that now, but pretty much, because I feel like I finally have closure because I just don't want to talk to him anymore. So what are you gonna do? So I'm about to start taking some pictures for Instagram because I've run out of photos. I always batch everything, so I have stuff for weeks, and it's finally time to take some pictures again. So it's overcast today. I actually have a lot of stuff to do, so I'm gonna try and make this quick because today is Friday, which means traffic is a mess, and I might actually want to go to the mall today and look at some jeans. Just took outfit number 1. I actually got it pretty quickly, which is rare, so things are looking up. This is our second outfit here, so be sure to go to my Instagram and give that a like because I was so proud of myself for getting it within like literally 5 photos. So now we're gonna take a picture of this one here. Top, belt, Shein, necklace, I think was Misguided or Pretty Little Thing. These jeans are Pretty Little Thing as well. I got these like last year, but their stuff fits me pretty well. I wear either size 4 or 6 in their bottoms, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this hairstyle, but I think it's gonna look good in pictures, which is all that I care about. I've done all of my super necessary work for the day. So I'll probably do some more work tonight, honestly, because I don't really mind doing that. I kind of like working later in the day instead of earlier in the day. So it's nice that I have that flexibility, but I think I'm gonna go to the gym, but it won't be till like 5, so we'll have a lot of time, so I don't really mind if I end up in traffic. I'm gonna be annoyed and complain the entire time, but I know it might happen. Alright, so we just got to Lenox. I hate this mall. I could not even tell you why. I just do not vibe with this mall. I don't know if it's the people. I feel like there's all types of people because there's also like tons of luxury stores, but I don't know, this mall is massive and I literally only ever go to Forever 21, my gym, or like one of the shoe stores. So this will be my first time going into the Macy's. If you're new to my channel, you might not know, but I'm obsessed with Free People, and I only buy it from Macy's when it's on sale. And I really like their pants. So we got those to try on. We've got these boot cut ones, which don't have anything going on here. So if they don't fit, they don't fit. It's kind of like a lost cause. But these are flare, like the pants I'm wearing right now. And then I got one of their skirts. I have to use a belt, but this actually isn't that flattering, that cut. I don't know why. I guess that's why it's on sale. I love these. A little bit of space, but I really like these. Like if I had like a little waist belt. Another win. These fit like perfectly, so I'm a little afraid if I gain weight, if they're gonna get too tight, but I don't know if this lady bought the entire store, but I've been waiting for 15 minutes. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that this vlog obviously has not gone to plan. I haven't made like any of the meals that I got all this food for the week, so I promise next week will be better. If there's anything specific you guys want to see in these weekly vlogs, let me know and I will add that to whatever it is that I'm doing. But I'm gonna show you guys the stuff from Macy's and then we'll get into the super exciting thing. So like I said, I've already unboxed it, all the plastics off of it, the tissue papers in the trash. So I just put it back in the dust bag for you guys so that you can have a full reveal. But let me show you what I got from Macy's. So I got 2 pairs of pants, Free People, and I showed you one of them in the dressing room. The other one I'll put an overlay of the footage right now, but it is the Free People Stargirl pant. I got a size 25. These fit perfectly and they were $10, marked down from $78. So the last time that I got stuff from Free People, they were having the crazy last act sale as well. So they're just like jegging pants, but oh my god, these fit incredibly. So I've tried these on before and they didn't have my size. So I always look out for their elastic band pants because if I can get the right size, they always look amazing. So as you guys know, I have been gaining weight, so I wanted to keep my pant sizes in mind, and I thought, let me just get stretchy pants because it gives me more stretch in my quads and in my butt than I would usually, and my waist stays around like 26 to 27 inches anyways, so these fit amazingly. So like I said, $10. This next pair was originally $68. Then it was 50% off for $34, and then I got 25% off a coupon. I have no idea why. I guess she added it for me. So they ended up being $25. So these were the pants that I showed you guys in that dressing room. Same like stretchy elastic band situation. These were a size 26, and then these were actually a size 25. So try on pants if you're gonna get stuff from Free People, but if you are a curvier girl or you're a taller girl or you're a skinnier girl, honestly their clothes work for anyone who's not in the plus size range because they just make like the best fitting pants if you are someone who likes tight pants and you're into like that boho style. I love their stuff.
It's one of those brands where I would probably pay for it full price because the quality is so good, but I never do because I know that Macy's will always have it on sale. So I ended up getting these. These are the Feel Like Sunshine, and they just look so good. So these actually look like real denim and they feel like denim too, but they are stretchy like a jegging. And then we went to Fendi. So they give you a little packet with all of your stuff in there. I also have the receipt and the invoice in the box. And now for the grand reveal. Like I said, it's ready to be worn. I apologize. I couldn't wait. So, ta-da! So it comes with a top handle, and then it also comes with a strap. It's got the Fendi detailing on like all of the little parts, the little clasp here, and it is just a magnetic clasp. I thought it was gonna be really hard to open and close, but it's not. It closes so easily, which is nice because I was like, oh God, the fur is gonna get stuck in the clasp. It's gonna be like a mess, but it is a very strong magnet. So even if it's not closed all the way, like it's closed. So I think I do need to get an organizer for this because I feel like it's gonna sag when I start putting stuff in, but it's got a zipper pocket, nothing crazy. And then you just have your one big pocket. So I try and get bags that at least have a zipper pocket or something. And then it's got the gold plated Fendi on the inside, but I think it's really cute. This was very, very, very expensive. But everyone on Instagram was saying that Fendi is like one of the best brands and they have a really high retail value like Louis. So I didn't mind splurging. And because it is I think this is, let's see what this is. I think it's sheepskin. Let's take out the receipt. Yes, so it was a sheepskin bag. So that's why fall and winter. I want to get some more bags like this because I just think they're super cute. And I really like that it has the handle because I'm trying to get bags now that just have the handle if I don't want to wear the strap. But I'll show you guys what it looks like on here. So I do have a pretty short torso, but I am 5'10", so it just looks like this. And then if you just had it in your hand, yeah, so I thought it was super cute. Let me know if you like it or you hate it. I'm sure this is not everyone's cup of tea, so I would completely understand, but I really, really liked it. And this is the Fendi Baguette, by the way. I don't think I said that. The second that the temperatures drop to like 60 degrees, you guys know I'm gonna be pulling this bad boy out. So this is my bag. I was too tired to go to the gym, so now I'm watching a movie. It's called Logan Lucky on Netflix. It started kind of slow, but it's a robbery movie, which are like my favorite. We've got some popcorn here with some garlic salt, and I'm using my brand new projector, so I'll link it down below. It's by the same company as my last one, but this quality is better. It's got more ports. You can hook up a DVD player. It's amazing. And then the coloring, everything, the sound, it's amazing. So I'm gonna get some speakers for it, but it already sounds pretty good, and I love it. I just was not paying attention to the other movie, so now I'm just gonna laugh and watch some Twilight, one of the OGs.